Hey guys, what's up? Darcy here at 6 Strings 9 Lives, back for a CD vinyl update. I thought I would show you kind of what I picked up lately. I am about to take a few days off, recharge the batteries type of thing, and I'm in a very good mood. I just watched the latest episode of Better Call Saul. I'm a huge fan, been a huge fan of Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul for years, but you're not here for that. But if you are a fan, let me know in the comments. Best show ever written for TV. Both shows put together are just unbelievable. But anyways, you're here for music. You're here for some metal. And I actually have a handful of metal here to show you today. Just a few things that I've been picking up, as I said. And if you've been following this channel, you know that I've on kind of a quest to pick up all of the Savatage reissues. And I picked up... actually, the latest two arrived just a few days ago. The 8th and 9th, respectively, of these reissues of their 7th and 8th album. But in there is also the EP, The Dungeons Are Calling, which is fantastic too. Mini album, whatever you want to call it. But the latest ones have shown up and just fantastic. This one, I'm so happy to have. This is the... as the hype sticker says, which I'll read to you in a minute, but this is A Handful of Rain. You know, there's stuff on this cover that I didn't even notice until I started, really looking this over. Never mind. Yeah, obviously I've noticed that. She looks cold, doesn't she? But anyways, back to reality. This cover is just, things just pop out that don't pop out on a CD. For example, this little guy in the corner, I don't know if I've ever noticed that little troll type of guy before. Her reflection in the water. Obviously, the tree, the branches forming this face, I did notice that's very cool. So this is another cover done by Gary Smith, who did Hall of the Mountain King, Gutter Ballet. This one and the next one I'll show you also. Here's the back cover. So this is the first album with Zach Stevens on vocals, and the final album by legendary guitarist and co-founder Chris Oliva. Just a remarkable guitar player. Definitely, honestly, in my top 2 favorites of all time. Him and my other favorite guitar player, Wolf Hoffman, are in my top. Those are my top 2, and then there's, of course, the list goes on after that. But here's the hype sticker. So if you are picking up these Savatage reissues from Ear Music, they've absolutely crushed it out of the ballpark with all of these. Superb job. Here's the back cover. Nice gatefold. This one is the I'll just show you. There's just a bunch of photos of, what do we got there? All the band members. Yeah. But this one I picked up is the one that's on Sun Yellow, and it also includes a cover art print of this, which I will show you. So all kinds of goodies come with these. Here's this Sun Yellow vinyl. This is two vinyl, and centering, very cool. And then centering on the second side is that tree. I'll just show you one. They're both the same. And there is that cover art print, nothing on the back. Now this one, I think I'm definitely going to frame this. I have some frames that are, let me see, is this actual, it's a little smaller, so this is probably 11 by 11, but a 12 by 12 frame would certainly fit, or this would fit in it, but just killer. Just love this artwork. The colors are phenomenal. Gary Smith does a good job. 2 inners for this one. Here's inner number 1 and band shot. Yeah, first album not to feature John on vocals, but he did some keyboard work on this album. And like I said before, the first to feature Zach Stevens on vocals. I'm more of a John Olivia vocal type of guy, but this album, Edge of Thorns, what clearly stands out in this album, if you're hearing it correctly, is the guitar work is unreal. The soloing, yeah, Chris was a genius and gone before, way before his time. I'm sure he's still talked about to this day, but he would be talked about, every day, if he was still around. Just like I said, a genius. But the booklet to this is it's intense. It is I think 8 to 10 pages. Just so well done. Band shots. Need a whole video just to go through these, but anyways, and a write-up of what was going on at the time, why they made the change from John to bring in Zach, and yeah, here's the back cover. There's a cool shot of the band at that time. But definitely very impressed with these Ear Music reissues, and that brings me right into the next one. And I don't think this is the last one to feature Gary Smith doing the artwork. I think he might have did Dead Wind or Dead 2, I'm not sure, but that here's the next in this list. So Handful of Rain came out in 93, and Chris was tragically killed in 1993. And this one came out in 94. Kind of from what I've read, John really needed to, one of the ways he dealt with his brother's death was to get right back in there and pour out his heart and soul into making music that is, you're never going to heal that loss, but it helped him. This was intended to be there's Gary Smith there. Always liked this cover too. Album wise, anyways, I should finish my other thought. Kind of intended to be like a solo album. So the Johnny Lee Middleton and Wack Holtz, the drummer, weren't quite ready to get back going, but John was, so he started writing the whole album, and then they, he basically did everything. He did the drums, all the rhythm guitar work, not the vocals. They did eventually bring in Zach Stevens to do the vocals, and they brought in Alex Skolnick to do all the lead work, which the lead work on this album honestly is probably the highlight for me. It's a good album, but it's, of course it's missing that, it's missing Chris. That I can't put it any other way. And, it was a tough time for John, for sure, dealing with the loss of his brother. Let's see what we all got going here. Oh yeah. Okay. So this one, again, this has a ton of stuff in it. Here's the hype sticker for that one. This is the limited collector's edition heavyweight transparent blue one album gatefold with 12-page booklet and an exclusive slip mat, which is cool. I'll show you that. All right, what we'll show you first. We'll show you this. What did we say? Transparent blue vinyl. There it is. So just one LP, and the center ring is the same on both sides. So we'll set that aside for now and show you this gatefold. So even though it shows, this was, I think these were the promo shots for that first video for, was it Taunting Cobras the video was for? Or actually maybe Handful of Rain, which was a great song too, but yeah. And of course this one ends with a, kind of a real heart-wrenching song type of thing, Alone You Breathe. So, but there is that, and let's show you all that comes with this. Let's pull this slip mat out here because it seems, there we go. So there's a nice slip mat, great added little touch, I'd say right there. So don't plan on really using this one. I will keep it with the album itself. And what do we got? So we got one inner. And like I said too, and there's Alex there. Just, I'm not going to say standard because nothing Alex Skolnick does is standard, but his sound and his lead work, and it is very evident on this album. And then that 12-page booklet, which is just full of stuff, thoughts. I mean, for me, who is a very slow reader, this is an hour-long read, maybe for me, or whatever. Doesn't matter, but it's it's like a book. Like there's just so much info in here, and if you're a you know, diehard Savatage fan like I am, this is all I could ask for, and just, you know, makes the whole package worth. Love these reissues. Looking forward to still the next 3 to go, and also Ear Music is putting out probably about 13 Annihilator albums starting, should be very soon. I would think the pre-order should be up soon. Looking forward to those too, because just the quality of work that's going into these, and you know, I'm not seeing any, you know, seam splits or damage, well packaged, blah blah blah. But anyways, if you're a Savatage fan, especially Edge of Thorns, just a great guitar album, you know, from a legend. R.I.P. Chris. All right, let's move her along. Let's throw this CD in here. Only one lonely CD today, but just happened to pick up more vinyl, I guess, this time. But this is the 16th studio album by Tankard. So still trying to add to my Tankard collection. This is R.I.B., so Rest in Beer. Yeah, really looking forward to their new album. Their 18th studio album called Pavlov's Dog is coming out end of September. There's one new single for that called Beerbarians. That's tough to say, but anyways, I am on board. They had me as soon as they said beer. But anyways, this is a really good album. This is, out of their newer stuff, I really enjoyed this and was kind of surprised at, you know, how not diverse it is, but I don't know, a lot of catchy stuff on here. But if you're not familiar with some of the newer Tankard stuff, this one came out in 2014 called R.I.B. So there's that. And let's go. We'll jump over here. I always intend you guys to keep these around 20 minutes, but that never happens. So just skip the parts where I'm talking, I guess. Anyways, anticipation of the brand new box set, Voivod box set called Forgotten in Space, which I probably should be arriving any day. Maybe, you know, tomorrow or the next day. But I've been on a real Voivod kick for a good 6 weeks, and kind of reignited that flame of my love for this band. Didn't have all their albums. I have quite a few on CD, but I decided to take, you know, kind of the vinyl plunge on a few of these, and I picked up they're all 3 of their latest albums, not all at once, but over the past few weeks I have. So this is 2013's Target Earth. So this is after the Jason Newsted era. This is the return of Blackie on bass for this album. First album to feature new guitar player Chewy, which he is just they couldn't have picked a better replacement for Piggy. He's just really good at bringing that Voivod sound, because Voivod is a super unique band. Out of any of their albums, I'd say these past 3 are similar, not samey, because they just don't have a samey album, but similar in sound. And that's okay, because during their whole career, they have plenty of stuff that, you know, from speed, thrash, just chaotic music to, you know, some more poppier stuff in the mid 90s to just leveling off here, you know, these past 3 albums. But this is, like I said, their 13th studio album. All the artwork is always done by their drummer, Away, Michelle. And here's the band. Of course, you have Snake, Away, Blackie, and then you got Chewy, first album, and he is still in this band. But actually, after this album, Blackie did leave the band. I'm going to show you both. Oh, okay, better show you both inner sleeves here too. This one came out, like I said, 2013 on Century Media. So there's an inner sleeve for both vinyl. This is a double vinyl. Just lyrics. You're not going to see much on here, but there's a little bit of Away artwork. But both vinyls are a little bit different. This one is black on a gray background for the center ring. And then the track listing there for that one. And then the next one is black on or black on, the majority of it's black with gray. So they kind of reversed it. Pretty cool. And there is the centering for that. So this one and the next one I'm going to show you are just two that I thought I better pick these up before they go to, you know, out of reach prices, because it just seems like Century Media is one of those labels that I don't know if they just stopped making stuff at some point, but 2-3 years later, well, I mean, yeah, you know, even almost 10 with Target Earth, that was 2013, getting really hard to get and quite pricey. So here's the next one. This is their 2018 release called The Wake. Killer artwork again by Away. And I was reading that he did Away even did some artwork for Dave Grohl. I think maybe that, was it that Probot or whatever it's called? I'm not really sure. I'm not that familiar with Dave Grohl. I know, obviously know who he is, but I don't know what he's all been involved in other than, you know, Nirvana and Foo Fighters. But anyways, yeah, Away did that cover. So here, this one's a gatefold, another nice band shot. So same lineup to this day. And this was a great album for 2018. I would say, I'm going to do, one day I'm going to do a Voivod ranking. There's only a few out there, and they're all good, but I'd like to do my own one day, so I won't give too much away. But nice little insert with lyrics. And then you got a whole giant poster of the album cover. So let's see. Oh, with a bunch of stuff on the back too. So there is that. I'll try to get this with being careful, get this put back together, be careful here. This one's on black vinyl too. And this is a double disc. Yeah, this is a double disc set too. So I'll just show you one because they're both the same. There is, and before I forget, Voivod is one of those bands like Motley Crue that I'm spinning in the background that I talked about in that Motley Crue video that changed their band logo every single album. And Voivod is one of those bands that I don't mind a bit. And like I said, it really kind of irks me when some bands do change their logo or alter what already is a great logo. Like, for example, if Creator just came out with some alteration or total different, I would lose sleep. But bands like, well, Motley Crue, or in this case, Voivod, I love it. It actually fits every album cover. The logos are designed by Away and put on here. And yeah, so that leads me to my last Voivod pickup in this video anyways. It's their latest album from 2022 called Synchro Anarchy. And I'll tell you right now, this is definitely a contender of mine for album of the year. It's in the top 5 anyways, for sure at this point. Maybe even higher than that. I don't know, we'll wait and see. We got a few key albums coming out here yet this year, which I got to make a list and tell you guys more about what I'm looking forward to, and maybe in another video we'll do that. But there's the back cover, and again, artwork by Away, as I've said probably already. So this is just a single disc, and there is the inner with all kinds of extra artwork, lyrics, and we got this is not a album cover poster, but it's pretty damn cool. So here is a lot of people have shown this album, especially in 2022. And yeah, rightfully so, it's awesome. And here's the black vinyl that this one came with. Centering's the same on both sides. Sounds great. Never have Century Media. Another top-notch label too. All right, let's keep plugging away here. We got 4 left. 2022, I had made some. Warm day out here again today. Drinking lots of water and other fluids, put it that way. But 2022 was kind of a New Year's revolution, I thought I am definitely going to be trying to pick up more from the German Big Four as far as Tankard goes, Sodom, Destruction. Have plenty of Creator in my collection and very happy with that. But I thought this is a band and a label that I absolutely love, which is High Roller. I picked up Destruction's third album from 1997. And the last to feature Smear for, 17 years until he returned on the album called All Hell's Breaking Loose. But always, as effed up as this cover looks, I absolutely love it. The colors, just the whole freakiness of it. I know a lot of you guys like this cover too, but there's the band. And this is just, it's a killer album, top to bottom. Thrasher piece for sure. And what do we got here? We got a ton of stuff in here. High Roller just does a great job on their reissues. We got a postcard in there of the band. We got a promo flyer with what's available from Destruction through High Roller. A nice collage on this side. We have a poster of the album cover. And this one came on a marbled vinyl. Here's the hype sticker, which I always carefully cut those out and save them. Oh, what else? Oh, I forgot. We even got an inner sleeve for... And you know what? They don't put their albums in here. They just send them. But it is totally an inner sleeve. And on top of it, they always give you an anti-static sleeve. So that's basically, High Roller is just top notch if you've ever ordered from them. And if you do have a screw up, like I had an album cover that was kind of off center glued and the spine looked kind of flat, I just emailed them and Stefan emailed me right back. No problem, your next order, I'll send you whatever cover you need. We do have spares here. So yeah, just you get what you pay for. And I've always been that type of person anyways, but great quality with High Roller. So, and no, they're not paying me. I'm kind of paying them to say this, put it that way. But yeah, Marble Green sounds great. Love this Destruction album. And speaking of other favorite albums this year, the new Destruction Diabolical is definitely in my personal top 5 so far. Along with this band, loving the new Creator album. Okay, let's keep plugging away here. I also, when I picked up Release from Agony, I thought, I am going to check this album out. I really never knew it very well, but I took a listen to it. Even though it's a different vocalist, I picked up the 4th studio album from this is from Destruction, called Cracked Brain. Another great use of green. Love green. Always love the Destruction logo. There's the band shot minus Andre Grieger on Greeder on vocals. Grieger, I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong, but you know what? He's really a really good vocalist. He's from the band called Poltergeist, which I'm not super familiar with, so I won't even try to bullshit my way through that one. But all right. Oh, if you can hear that in the back, sorry, my neighbor is cutting their grass, and I should have told them, hey, it's video time. There's no time for cutting grass, but let them be. Again, this thing is just jam-packed with stuff. Awesome postcard of just the 3, main members, because I don't really know how long Andre was in the band. He recorded the vocals for this album, and I don't know if they did a tour with him on vocals behind this album. I'm sure you could let me know in the comments, but there's that. There is a great, again, oh, is this 2P? Yeah. So there's another one of those inners with the collage on the back, and then all that's available through High Roller. There is another, there's a nice inner sleeve with this right here, and another anti-static sleeve. And this one came on just very similar to the other one, but a little darker green. This is marbled vinyl, and with the light going through it, it really doesn't, well, yeah, it kind of shows you everything, but it's actually when you're just there. Now you can kind of see what I'm looking at is just kind of a darkish green black type of thing. And then we got, oh yeah, sweet. And it's like I said, the nice touch of a poster that's added on these, which I always keep these with the album. Actually, High Roller, if you're interested, ever interested, they sell the posters for each of their album on the side for only $2.99, which is in euro, by the way. So whatever, you know, $4.50, $5. If you were interested in keeping the original poster with your vinyl and having one to put on your wall, they're available all the time. Just go over to High Roller Records website and check it out. So two more and we're okay. And again, if you've watched me for any period of time, you know I'm a huge Flotsam and Jetsam fan. Saw this one come up. This is their 11th studio album, just got reissued by Alone Records, and kind of a, you know, not a thrash album by any means, but this is their album from 2012 called Ugly Noise. And I think this is my first album in my collection from Alone Records, to be honest with you. Here's the hype sticker, Alone Records. What's this? 126 of 250. This is the black vinyl version. There's also a splatter version out there somewhere. But yeah, you will see this one very soon in a re-ranking of the Flotsam and Jetsam albums that I'm going to do too. Kind of an updated ranking. Now there's a couple changes actually, so stay tuned for that if you're a Flotsam and Jetsam fan. But like I said, yeah, first one on Alone Records. And what do we got here? We got just a nice inner. This thing sounds really good, so I don't know if you have a original pressing on metal blade, you know, let me know how that one sounds, but I'll let you know that this one sounds really good. This is more of a, this easily could have been the album that came after Drift. Just that progressive, more progressive. This is the original lineup minus, you know, the bass player, which was originally Jason Newsted. Obviously, you guys all know that, but yeah, great kind of comeback album. Unique, definitely unique, but I am a Flotsam fan through and through, so they had a few weak albums in their discography, but honestly, this is not one of them. And we're gonna wrap this one up today with some Dio. I picked up this new, here's the hype sticker, we'll read this for you right now. The 2022 remix by Joe Barresi includes bonus track Evil Eyes, features newly commissioned cover, painting, and etching. So actually side 4 is etched, and it's, you know what, this album sounds great. You know, I know Joe Barresi from, I know his name from his association with the band Tool. But other than that, I don't know a lot about the guy. You know, I guess he's definitely good at what he does. And this remixing sounds good. They've added in little kind of things, that little pre-stuff that start before the song. And overall, you'd have to just listen to these back to back, like listen to your original copy and then this, and kind of make your own, jump to your own conclusion of what this really brings to the table. This, for me, I'm a diehard Dio fan, simple as that, so I had to have it. So here is the new version of the cover, and this one opens into a gatefold on the back and the front. So there's the full Monty right there, that picture. This is reissued by Rhino, and there, that is really cool. But other than that, guys, this is really a really basic package. It's got no extra liner notes, no, it's red inside, I can tell you that much. It is just, inner sleeves are just anti-static, which is nice, but there's nothing else with it. Black vinyl on that one. And then I'll show you this etching, which is, it's not too shit hot, to be honest with you. It's very, very small. It's only in the corner of the one side. The other side that you can't see right now is just black. But that's about it. 3 sides. Sounds really good though. That I can tell you. And but I always love the original anyways, so it's just like I said, just kind of a big Dio fan, and kind of pick up anything that you know, comes my way as far as Dio goes. Which I should tell you, there is actually getting released on August 26th is Dio Donington 83 on CD and vinyl, probably like a double vinyl set or whatever. And then also on August 26th is Dio Donington 87. So 2 separate packagings. I know the vinyl has that lenticular cover with it, or I believe without. There is an option with or without, I think. But I have a bunch of those on my wall here right in front of me. If you saw them in my room tour, but they're pretty cool too. So if you're a Dio fan and you're collecting everything, there's a couple live pieces, like I said, coming out August 26th. But that's about it. I am going to be chilling out for a couple days. I'll probably be back later next week, but hope you enjoyed that update. And until next time, stay heavy.